Hello everyone, hello family and friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas. We thank God for yet another end of the year that we are all alive, even with the whole pandemic, with the COVID-19, but we thank God. To God be the glory. So today I'm going to prepare Nigeria jollof rice and I'm going to be using turkey wings. See, turkey wings, that is what I'm going to be using. So I have here in my pot my meat already spiced. I just have some salt, curry, thyme, a little bit of ginger and garlic powder, and the rosemary and thyme, and my sauce with my chopped onions. That is what I have here. So I'm just going to stir it until they are all cooperated. I will stir. So then I'm going to put it. You see, I have no water in there. I like steaming my meat, that so that all the spice can really get into the meat. So I'm going to on it, my heat on a low heat. I'm going to on it on a low heat and allow it to steam. So I'm going to cover that and allow it to steam while I go ahead and prepare some other things. And guys, I hope you guys you're noticing anything new from my normal videos. I got this gift for my son, because my previous videos, he has been like more or less like my cameraman, and sometimes I always have to beg, please, because if you guys notice, I download videos only on Sundays because my boy is in school during the week. So Sundays is only when I can get him, to help me hold my phone, because I'm actually doing my videos with my phone. So he got tired of it, I guess. Then he got me this stand, I'm using it for the first time as my Christmas present. So that I can make my video all by myself without bothering him. But I'm really finding it cool, as you can see, here you can see more. Not like the usual video I make, he just focused on me there or in the pot. Yeah, you can see a little bit because I'm using my stand. I can just put my phone there and make my video myself. I'm really excited about it. Let me not bother you with that. So guys, let's just cook. While we are letting this cook, so we'll be back. It's like 3 to 4 minutes. I put the meat in the fire, so I'm going to check it now. Yeah, I'm going to turn. So at this point, I'm going to be adding in my water. So I'm going to be adding the water I need for the rice, because I need the stock. So I'm going to add in the water I need. Let me add a little bit more. That should be enough. I'm going to pour it in the pot and allow my meat to cook. So at this point, I will increase the heat a little bit. Just a little bit, increase the heat, since I have water now in the pot. Then as we are waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and parboil my rice. So I have water here. So I'm going to go ahead and parboil my water. So I'm going to let the water boil, then later we'll add in the rice. So the water going to boil first. So I'll be using the opportunity to get the other ingredients I need, like my onions and the tomatoes and every other things I need for the sauce ready. So guys, I'm going to be checking my hot water to see if it's boiling. Yes, you can see the water is boiling. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my rice. My rice, I already washed it. I washed it with warm water. So I'm gonna be careful with that, so avoid the hot water splashing on me. Have all of my rice in there. So I'm gonna give it a stir. I'm gonna actually be leaving my pot open, because if I cover it all, then the water foams and so I'll leave the pot open and allow it to cook. So that is good. How is our meat doing? Okay. I'm going to leave the meat for another 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to allow it more another 3 to 5 minutes, then we'll bring it out and put it in our air fry. So we're gonna let that to cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat, and my rice is already parboiled, so I'm gonna turn off the heat too, because I'm parboiling the rice. So at this junction, I have 2 methods of cooking my jollof rice. This jollof rice, as you can see, is a lot, so I'm cooking for like more than 10 people. So I'm going to use this method. I'm going to go ahead and cook my sauce, the sauce completely from beginning to finish. I'll cook my sauce, then my rice to separate, then I mix it off heat. I miss it because I'm cooking really large. I don't really have that big pot, a very large pot to cover all of it at once. So I'm going to cook it separately and mix it up. But if I'm cooking for less than 10 people, maybe for 5, 6, 7 people, then I have another method of cooking it. I fry my tomato until the taste. I don't feed that sour taste anymore. Then I pour in my meat stock and a little bit more water and allow it to boil. Then I add in my rice, then cover it on a very low heat and allow it to steam until the rice is really tender. That is another method of cooking jollof rice. But because I'm cooking for like large for lots of people and I don't have a very large pot, so I'm going to go ahead and cook my sauce from beginning to finish and cook the rice from beginning to finish separately. Then I mix it up. So this method, that is how I'm going to do it. Yeah. My rice is washed. As you can see, the rice is like parboiled, but just a little bit more. It's just a little bit more hard. So I wash it really clean and pour it back in the pot. I added just a little bit of water. Then I add a little bit salt. Just a little bit salt. That is enough. I will stir it. And my heat is on a very low heat because I just want it to steam until the rest of the water is all dried up. Okay. And I'm going to take out all my meat, the meat from the water. I'm going to take it out from the pot, all of it. So I'm going to take it out from the meat stock. Okay, so that is all of it. Go ahead and cover it. So I'm going to transfer my meat here. I'm going to transfer the meat here. This is my deep fry, but it uses air, so no oil. As we know, this meat, they have already oil, so we don't need more oil. So I'm going to transfer all that here. I hope they can go in. I hope I have space for all of it. Then I'll do it all at once. If not, then we'll go for 2 eyes. Okay, good. So that is all my meat there. I'm going to leave it for, let's say, 14 minutes. I'm going to leave it in there to roast for like 14 minutes. go ahead and turn on my heat, low heat. So we are now cooking the sauce for our jollof rice. If you want to get really that lovely taste jollof rice, your sauce, it all depends on your sauce, how well spice, or will I say how well your sauce is. That is how your jollof rice is going to turn out at the end of the day. So you concentrate on your sauce and make sure you have a very tasty sauce. Then be rest assured your jollof rice will come out perfect. So I'm trying to check on the oil. Yeah. Should that be enough, or I should turn it a little bit more? That's okay. So I'm going to let my oil to heat up before I add in my onions. So I'm going to be showing you one after the other the things I will be needing for my sauce. First and foremost, I have here 1.5 onions sliced, 1.5 I have here. Then I have my tomato paste, and also have this one, derica, because I want to get that red color, you know, that reddish jollof rice. I really want the color to be red, so I'm going to be using derica. Derica is really good. Then I also have this one here, but I will see if this two is not enough for the sauce, then I add. If not, then we'll leave this one out of it. Then here I traveled to Nigeria in summer, so I got this spice. As you can see, it's written there, spice for jollof rice. So I'm going to be using 2 packs of this, the spice, the jollof rice spice. Then my curry, my thyme, my rosemary, then my salt to taste. I know you guys will be wondering, why is it I hardly use Maggi for cook? Whenever I cook, somebody have asked me that, Susan, I never see you use Maggi. I use actually sometimes, but not always, because at the end of the day, I think Maggi is just like spice. They form into a cube form, so it's almost the same thing. If I have my curry, my thyme, my garlic powder, my ginger powder, my salt, it's the same thing, like adding, you know, this cube to the soup, to your soup or your food, whatever you're cooking. So if I have enough spice here, so I just felt I don't need that. So I hope I've answered that question. Somebody asked me that. So let's see our oil. So we'll still wait. As I'm waiting, I can go ahead and open my derica. So let me go ahead and open the things, the stuff I need, and get them ready. While waiting for the oil to heat. While waiting for the oil to heat up. So I have that open. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one too. Like I said, this one I will just leave it. It's just for emergency. Not really emergency. I don't know if this two will be enough. So because as you can see, I'm cooking really lots of rice, so I don't want to exaggerate. Let me not just go and open everything at the end of it, or then the sauce is like too much. So that's why I'm just keeping that one aside. Okay, so my onions in there. Stir. So I'm going to be adding my derica. Okay, I have all of it in there. So the rice, little ones left, I'm going to rest it out with my mixed stock or water. Okay, I'm going to stir. goes in first, as you can see. So I'm going to stir and cover it up to cook for some minutes. Maybe 5-6 minutes before I can add in the other one. And the tomatoes, you can't just leave it completely for 5-6 minutes without stirring. You stir, if not it can easily get burned. So I will leave it, I'll cover it up and leave it, and I'll still come back to stir. I don't want my tomato getting burned. It will also affect the taste. You see, I'm just using the heat to steam my rice until I get the desired softness I want. Very, very low heat. So I'm still gonna leave it for some few minutes, then I'll turn off the heat. Remember always to stir your tomato from time to time, while waiting for it to really get cooked, because we are stirring and cooking it for some minutes just to get the sour taste off before adding the other tomatoes. Okay guys, this is 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can see our meat is already ready. You can see how brown it is. Look at that. See it. I'm going to take it out. Our meat is already ready for it. I'm not putting it back in the sauce, so it's not coming back to the sauce. It's going to be served just this way. So it's ready. Look at that, guys. See it? Our meat is already ready to serve. So I'm not putting it back in the sauce. Like I said, it's already ready this way. I'm going to leave it a little bit open so to cool off before covering it or before serving. Okay, I'm going to check our meat. Oh, so sorry, the tomatoes. So as you can see, look at that, guys. Look at that. So at this point, I've now size guessed, or that if that is correct anyways, I can now figure out plus or minus the quantity of the tomatoes I need. So I'm going to go ahead and add half of this, not all of it, not all of it. Oh, what do you guys think? The sauce never gets spoiled. I can also use it for something else. Let's add all of it. I know I'm adding just a little bit joke. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add all of that. So okay, so you can see that I'm going to cover it again for some minutes, let it cook before we add in the other tomatoes in the bottle. So cover that up. So don't forget to turn your tomatoes. Don't forget to stir from time to time. Stir from time to time to allow to avoid it getting burned. Tomatoes easily get burned, so stir from time to time so that it doesn't get burned, because we don't want to have that burnt tomato taste in our jollof rice. Okay guys, let's check our tomatoes to see. As you can see, it has really shrinked so that together. The water dried up. So at this point I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of my tomatoes in the glass. So I'm going to stir. Make sure at this point you're cooking on a very low heat to avoid the tomato from splashing on you. So I'll add in my meat stock. Okay. And stir. Because we use a lot of spice for the meat, so I'm going to test first to know if I still need to add in more spices or not. But now I'll add a little bit of salt and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my jollof spice. So I'm going to add in my jollof spice. Adding also, let me see. The second pack. So adding some of my curry. Then a little bit of rosemary. And a little bit of salt. So I'll be careful with that. Make sure at this point you really have your heat on a very low heat, if possible the lowest, to avoid the the splashing of the tomatoes all over. So I'm gonna stir. Perfect. So I'll add in a little bit of water. Add in just a little bit of water. That should do. Wow, lovely, very tasty. So at this point, as you can see, our stew is like almost ready. I'm just gonna cover it up and increase the heat for, let's say, 5 minutes. Then our stew is ready. And at this point, our rice is also ready. Let me show you guys. See that? See, our rice is ready. So I've turned off the heat, so we're going to just wait for the sauce for like 5 minutes, then also turn off the heat, then it's ready. Then we can start mixing them up. Okay guys, as you can see, we have to start mixing now. We have to start mixing it. I'll first and foremost pour in my rice. I'm going to do it in, or not all at once. I'm going to do it in stages, I'll divide it and do half first, then I'll do the remaining half later, so that I can be able to really get them all mixed together. So I'm going to do this first. Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that, then I will see if we need to add more sauce or not, then we'll see. In this other space where I'm doing the mix, it's not as if my heat is completely turned off, but it's like almost off, like 1% on. So we'll see. If the sauce is too much, I can also add a little bit rice. If the sauce is not much, I can always add the sauce. So that is one good thing about this. One good thing about this method. Okay, can you see that? Guys, look at that. Is it not looking all lovely? Okay, so add more rice. That's how you keep doing it until you get what you want, you know. So I noticed I added a little bit more of the sauce, so that's why I'm adding white rice to get what I want. Remember growing up in a Catholic home, you know, my mom is a member of what they call CW, Catholic Women Organization. And I remember then once in a year during November, December, you know, where almost everybody is celebrating end of the year party. Everywhere you go, party. So in church, we normally do what they call a harvest and bazaar, you know. And I remember those days, they don't have it anymore. They don't do it anymore. But those days, I remember they have to cook. They cook different kind of food. Jollof rice, fried rice, pepper soup, even sometimes swallow, you know. And they, like, under canopy, different shades. You can go to where you want and buy what you want, rice or jollof rice or the fried rice or swallow. So those days I remember when my mom and other women gathered to cook, we the little ones then, I always go with my mom, me and my younger sister, you know, and they will give us maybe some of the vegetables to slice, you know, just to assist. That was where I got this method. Because this is how they normally do it. They cook their stew in a very large frying pan. You know, this big frying pan restaurant women use in Nigeria to cook. And this very big pot that have 3 legs in a firewood outside, you know. They first of all cook their stew, then they boil their rice, then you see them start mixing it all up together, just the way I'm doing it. Just the way I'm doing it. Okay, this is exactly what I want. So I will go ahead and add my butter now. I'll go ahead and add in my butter. And when the butter melted, I'm going to test it to see if I still going to add in anything or it's okay. My stew is already tasty, so but you know, just to give it that finished touch. So I'll go ahead and check. Just to give it that finished touch. So let the butter to melt in there. You might be wondering what I'm doing, you know. I'm trying to do it stages so that I can get the mixture very well. So I'm just dishing it in here to get the quantity I want before I transfer it back into that pot, because that one is already mixed. I'll take it out. So because our heat is really like 1% on, it's going to take a little bit time for the butter to really dissolve, you know. So then you can see how the rice is looking. Oh, lovely, guys, lovely. This is really amazing. See it, you can still see some of the butter there, but I'll keep turning until they are all incorporated together, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and try it out to see if I'm adding anything. Our rice is already ready, as you can see. I'm just trying to make sure the whole ingredients are tested out, you know. I'm just giving it a final touch. Final touch. I will go ahead and add a little bit of, just a little bit of that, a little bit of my red pepper, my red chili, and keep stirring until I'm okay with it. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Perfect. Okay, guys, as you can see, our rice is ready. Our jollof rice is ready, and the turkey is all ready. You can see it, and not just ready, it tastes really yummy, really delicious. So I hope you like my cook video for today. Okay, guys, that is our cook video for today. I hope you enjoy cooking with me and this method. Like I said, if you're cooking for more than 10 people, you know, and you don't have like a bigger pot to occupy all the rices or to cook all the rice you need all at once, so you can use this method, you know. Cook your stew separate, your sauce separate, your rice you boil separate, and you mix it all together, you know, and it still comes out perfectly. Proper party rice. I hope you enjoy cooking with me today, and Merry Christmas once more, and have a wonderful day. Ciao ciao.